How is it going, everybody? I decided to go ahead and, even though it's late, put up a video for the Midweek Magic, the Yargle Day, Brawl, Frog, Synergy stuff. I did play through the event. It was actually pretty fun. I did not create the deck, so I'm not going to go over a deck tech for it. I will link in the description the original video that I had found. Another content creator named Spellcaster Showtime, or at least that's the channel's name, had created this as just a general historic Brawl deck, and I found it and used it for this Yargle Day Frog Brawl, and it turned out to be super fun. And so I thought I'd go ahead and record it, show you guys some gameplay of it. The original video doesn't have any commentary, so maybe I can just talk while I'm playing. Show off the deck, because it is super fun, and I imagine it would be super fun even in normal historic Brawl. It plays differently, obviously, with these game mode effects that are different, but it was perfect for this. It doesn't do a whole bunch of frog stuff, but it does enough, especially having the Gitrog monster as the commander, and it's just a lot of fun. I was able to be really aggressive with this deck, because with the discount on frogs, this commander is a 2-drop, which can be really crazy. It's a 6/6 with menace for 2. So, but anyway, I'll go ahead and get into the games. As I said, it's pretty late. There's not a lot of time left for playing the event, but since this deck is just also a historic Brawl deck that was made by a different YouTuber, I wanted to go ahead and showcase it and let people check it out and link their video in the description, since I had so much fun with this video, or with this deck. Alright, it looks like opponent's going first. Pretty unfortunate. We don't have any 1-drops, so we'll probably start with the Riveteers and get a Forest. Unless we draw a 1-drop, then I may reconsider. Okay, no 1-drop. Going for Riveteers, grabbing a Forest. In this case, we can't get anything but basics. This turn we will be dropping our Gitrog. They apparently really wanted to get rid of that land in my graveyard. Looks like the opponent missed a land drop. I don't know if that was intentional. Probably not. We do have some artifact removal here, though I don't know if I'm going to get too big into it. We really want to do our ramp as much as possible now that we have the Gitrog out, because now they're going to have to try and figure out an answer to our commander being here, since it was cast for 2. And then we want to ramp into our other big things, and if he starts doing things to tap our commander instead of us being able to attack, like sacking creatures, that'll just help us, because it'll get more of our land out on the field. Yeah, so he's playing a Ginger Brute. Sacking it now would not be advantageous, but if he does it on our turn, like I said, can buy himself some time. I don't want to go Pain Land right now, because I don't need to. We'll see if he decides to sack, and he does, but that gets us even more ramp going, which is really nice. Is this an enchantment or an artifact? Artifact. Okay. Urgent Necropsy is good, but probably not helpful in this moment for us. because we have nothing in our graveyard. Okay, new defender-looking creature. Maybe not actually a defender, but what do you do? +2/+0 and gains flying till end of turn. Not super helpful, but could be sacked to stop my Gitrog again. Okay, now he's got 2 creatures, so he can actually block. Castle off lane, tap unless you control a swamp, which I do. So we'll go there. I think Vorinclex is a really good choice here to get more mana. We can go ahead, and I think in this case, I'm going to grab the enter tap lands. That way for this, we can still get our Scryland. Okay, decided to just tap me down again. Which again's fine, he's just ramping for me. What's this commander? Flubs the Fool. I've not even seen this one. Okay. Alright, what do we want to do here? This is doable now, which is pretty amazing. Let's, in that case, go... Let's go here. I'm going to use it to bring our tomb out. Or mortuary, underground mortuary, get that scry. It's not terrible. I don't know if I'll end up needing it. Go here. Now we're very big on attacking. He's very likely to sack something else again. Yep. But we still have Vorinclex to attack with. And Vorinclex does have trample. So he's already almost dead. And they scoop. So good win there. A good showcase of how this deck, if yours isn't doing things like this deck can be really aggressive because the Gitrog Horror of Zhava is a 2-drop in this game mode. You can be super, super aggressive. Now, in normal Brawl, obviously, I would have prioritized things like the Arcane Signet and the Carroted, trying to ramp up to getting Gitrog out, and maybe that would give them more opportunity to remove it as it enters. But that being said, like I said, this is a good historic Brawl deck that I had found that I just happened to decide to use for this event that turned out to be a lot of fun. So I wanted to showcase it, not only in this event, but in general, because this is a fun one, guys. You should give it a shot if you get the chance. If the event's still active when you see this video, I highly recommend you try it, because this event allows you to use these cards for free. You don't actually have to own them. You can just copy and paste this deck and go straight into using it. Alright, I'm going first. Very, very nice. No 1-drops. Black Market's super fun. Breach the Multiverse is super fun. Probably won't get Armored Scrap Gorger out right away. I don't know what I would call with Cavern of Souls. Probably Phyrexian, actually, so we'll probably save it for turn 3. But we will go ahead and start with the Peatland. They had the 1-drop. Is this a frog? Oh, it's a shapeshifter. I was about to say it didn't look like a frog. Okay. Could pull a Pain land or something, dual land with this, but we'll wait since we don't need it yet. Go here and go straight into the Gitrog. Now, he is using a Gitrog as well. The Ravenous Ride, his will be a 3-drop since it's a 5-drop normally. So we still have a couple of turns to wait until he can get to that, or unless this is a Mana Dork. It is not. So yeah, we've got at least one more turn until he starts getting the Gitrog out, and it looks like he's missing black mana as well, unless he just hasn't played it yet and is saving it. Interesting. Do you choose to sack? Because if not, that doesn't do much. Okay. Cavernous Souls for Phyrexian looks like a good plan here. Then again, could start getting into Black Market and getting some mana from that. So I think... yeah, we'll still go Cavernous Souls and put it on Phyrexian. A lot of Phyrexians. Instead of the Scrap Gorger going out, I'm going to go with Black Market so that we can start getting treasure tokens. And then just start attacking in. Now, if he has the black land, there's a good chance we see his commander here. It'll be interesting to see if he plays it, saddles it. Well, looks like no. Probably going to get rid of my Breach, yep. Or, yeah, Breach the Multiverse. Urgent Necropsy isn't doing a lot right now, but could, especially with that Breach the Multiverse in now, because I believe this goes off mana value, right? X is the total mana value of permanents. Yeah, so. So we want treasure. Yep. Just treasure. And now, do I want to start playing more? I think so. So let's go here. I'm going to sack this and actually get the Underground Mortuary to scry. Because I already have 4 mana with the treasure. Blooming Marsh isn't good enough in my opinion. Now let's get some mana dorks out here. Swing in with our Gitrog if he doesn't decide to block it. Okay, can't block, didn't sack anything. Gonna have to wait and see what he does on this turn. A lot of value to potentially going for the Urgent Necropsy on my next turn, especially if he plays his commander. He didn't, which is strange, but that's fine. Urgent Necropsy having the ability to take out more than just creatures, if I'm not mistaken, as in, yeah, let's see here. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, up to 1 target enchantment, and up to 1 target planeswalker. So we'll get rid of his biggest creature and his enchantment on this turn. And we can just get rid of Breach the Multiverse to pay for everything, no problem. This is only Award 1, yep, so that's pretty easy. Because we have way more than 4 mana at this point. Probably going to attack first to see what he wants to do. I will take a treasure. I don't think we need to draw yet. Let's go for the land. I'm going to attack first. See if he wants to sack anything, because that'll make this more fun. He did not, so he's taking the damage. Then we'll go Urgent Necropsy. No artifacts. We want this creature. This enchantment. No planeswalkers. We'll just get rid of Breach. Resolve that by paying for it. And now the board's looking pretty good. What do you do? I'd have to... that doesn't say that it's sorcery speed, so I could potentially make my land a creature too if we need to. Get a drink of water here. My throat's a little scratchy feeling. So the Massacre Worm, not doing a lot right now. Still potentially very nice because it's a big creature, and the opponent loses that life on any creature destruction, not just during the ability. I would be really shocked if he attacks here. He's welcome to if he wants to. Yeah, that's about what I figured. I will still create treasure. I don't think I need to draw still. The changelings that the black market offers are also frogs, though, which is nice. Titan could do a lot of good stuff here. I think I'm just gonna go worm, though. Worm's gonna make his stuff smaller because the -2/-2. And now I'm pretty safe to attack in with my creature if I want to. Safe against blockers. He didn't choose to sacrifice, which is still crazy to me. Didn't choose to block either. Still have quite a bit of mana available because of black market. Still pretty safe on our end to block too, unless he just blows up the Massacre Worm, but I've got enough life to survive anything he's doing. And if he attacks in, and I do get to block with the Massacre Worm, he'll still lose 2 life when his creature dies. So sacking to tap down my Gitrog was probably the play last turn for the opponent. If they wanted to survive. They may just be giving up here, to be totally honest. It's funny, if he hadn't taken my Breach the Multiverse with that duress, I wouldn't have had the fuel for the Urgent Necropsy. Okay, killed my commander. Not really a big deal there. Yeah, we will take the treasure. Go here. Let's get the Titan out, because we can, I think, still play the other as well. Still have 4 mana here. We will destroy his enchantment, because he obviously cares about that. We'll destroy. And then what do I want to do? Maybe do a shield? Let's put a shield. Blow that up. Put a shield on my worm. Get my Gitrog out. No sacrifices, and we will attack, and that should just be game over. Because even if he blocks, as soon as he loses creatures, he's going to start taking damage from the Massacre Worm. If he tries to sacrifice now to tap my creature, it would be pointless, but would also kill him. And he obviously can't just let the damage through, because that'll also kill him. So this should be game over here. I don't know why. It doesn't matter what he blocks with, I guess. Yep, and there we go, another win. I believe that's two matches in, so I'll do one more. We will go to 3 wins, just like the event shows, and then I'll get to uploading this video. Alright, looks like for this one, we are up against the Gitrog Ravenous Ride. Opponent's going first, which is disappointing. No 1-drops also kind of sucks. I'm gonna keep, though. No real reason not to. Start with Riveteer's Overlook, go Command Tower. It has to be basic, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go Swamp. we've already got a forest in hand. Okay, now we'll go Command Tower Gitrog. Looks like the opponent's got a Skitter. I guess he is going to be using the tokens to try and tap down my Gitrog, which is fine. It just ramps us more. I don't mind it. So let's go Snow-Covered Forest, play Zhava. And then I'll go for attacks. So Zhava is actually a huge mana ramp if we get to keep it in the Gitrog out on the field. He's analyzing pollen. Opponent does not decide to attack, which is fine. Okay, play the castle. Then we've got a lot of options here, actually. I would like to get this out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get my other ramp out while I'm at it. See if he wants to sacrifice a token now. Guess not. So he removed the ability to block from his own creature because he wanted to draw a card. That's pretty funny. Gitrog Ravenous Ride. He removed the ability to block from his Gitrog. Interesting. Guess he's going full aggro. No. Decided to sit back without being able to block. Very curious. Very, very curious. So I'm gonna start here. And might as well go here. I don't even need to do that, to be totally honest. None of his creatures can block now. You better start sacrificing some stuff, I guess. No? Okay. Enjoy this. That's game. I win. Alright. Well, so moral of that story, don't sacrifice rat tokens to this thing that gives your stuff the abilities of whatever you sacrifice, because then none of your creatures can block and you die. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was 3 wins, 3 matches with this deck. I hope you guys check it out and check out the original video. It was really fun. Thanks for joining me.